He already loves you. Not from today, not from this week. He has been carrying you inside him far longer than you realize. And what he feels runs so much deeper than anything he has ever allowed you to see. Deeper than he has told a single soul. Deeper than even he can fully explain to himself. You may not see it yet. You may not believe it right now. There are probably days when you wonder if anyone could ever feel that powerfully about you. But the universe guided you to this message at this exact moment because there is something you were meant to hear. Something that has been waiting until you were finally ready. This man is completely, undeniably in love with you. Breathe that in. Let it settle. Do not push it away. Do not tell yourself it is impossible. Just sit with it for a moment because it is true. Before I continue, I need to share something else with you. Something that makes this whole situation more layered than it looks from the outside. There is a reason this love has not fully surfaced yet. Something is standing between this man and you. Not another person, not a missing feeling, something far more hidden than that, something buried deep. And before this message ends, you will understand exactly what that thing is. But first, hear this. What you have been sensing is not a fantasy. The connection between you and this man is not something your mind invented. It was not loneliness speaking or hope twisting reality. It is absolutely real. Your instincts have been telling you the truth the entire time. There were moments between you two that felt unlike anything else. A glance that stretched a little longer than it should have. A conversation that reached far below the surface of its words. A silence between you that carried more weight than 100 sentences. The way your whole body responded when he was near. Something warm, something grounding. Something that made everything else in the room disappear. That was not imagination. That was recognition at the level of the soul. There have been nights when you could not sleep because he was on your mind. Wondering if he was thinking about you too. Wondering if what you felt was entirely one-sided. Wondering if you were being foolish for holding on to something that was never fully spoken out loud. You were not foolish, you were not making things up, and you were not wrong for feeling what you felt. Some connections do not need announcements to be real. Some connections exist in energy, in electricity, in the shift of a room when a certain person walks through the door. That is exactly what you felt, and it was always pointing towards something true. The universe perceives what human eyes miss. It sees the invisible thread stretching between your heart and his, and it brought you to this moment so you could finally begin to understand what has been moving beneath the surface all along. If this already feels like it was written for you, type the words "I feel this" in the comments. Let the universe know you are paying attention. If you are new here, welcome to Soul Signal. Subscribe and turn on the notification bell so messages meant for you can always find their way through. Now let me tell you what is really happening inside this man. Because what he projects outward and what lives inside him are two completely different worlds. On the surface he may seem fine. He may appear distant or unaffected or completely in control. But inside, he is fighting something he has no idea how to overcome. He loves you. He knows it. But something is blocking him from expressing it the way he truly wants to. That is where the complication begins. This man has been wounded before, not mildly, deeply, in ways that permanently altered how he relates to love, in ways that caused him to build walls without fully realizing he was building them. Maybe someone vanished without a single explanation. Maybe someone declared their love and then proved every word was hollow. Maybe someone made him feel that being vulnerable was the same as being weak. Maybe it was not just one experience. Maybe it was years of learning that opening your heart means opening yourself to pain. Whatever the specific story was, the conclusion became the same. He taught himself to self-protect, to hide what mattered most, to keep his deepest self locked out of reach. He learned that if he never completely opens up, he can never be completely shattered, and for a long time that worked. The walls gave him safety, the distance gave him comfort, the silence gave him control. But the spiritual world does not allow walls to stand indefinitely. Not when the connection on the other side of them is genuine. Not when two souls are meant to find each other. The universe has been quietly dissolving what fear once constructed until you came along. You changed something in him without asking his permission. Something about who you are moved past every barrier he had built. Not through force, not through persistence, simply through your presence, which reached something inside him he had considered permanently closed. And that terrified him. Not because of anything you did, but because of the sheer volume of what he felt. There are nights when he cannot sleep, and your face is all that fills that quiet space. He revisits moments with you, small ones you have probably already forgotten, the sound of your laugh at something he said, the way you looked over at him when he was not expecting it, the way even difficult days became lighter simply because you existed in them. He carries every one of those moments everywhere. They greet him in the mornings, they follow him through his work, they return at night when the world grows silent and distractions are no longer available. He measures every other person against you. He hates that he does it, but he cannot stop himself. Every other conversation feels hollow. Every other connection feels manufactured. Because the original is you. It has always only been you. But rather than moving toward you, he retreats, he goes quiet. He manufactures distance, because distance feels like armor. He never planned to fall for you like this. He never made a conscious decision about it. It arrived the way real things always do, slowly, quietly, without announcement, and now he carries feelings too enormous to conceal, but far too frightening to reveal. This is the complication, not a lack of love, the opposite. He loves you so completely, it has become his greatest fear. The divine sees this. The universe watched this struggle begin from the very first moment, and it has never once stopped working to move the two of you closer together. What fear assembled, love is systematically dismantling. If you feel the truth of this landing inside you right now, type soul connection in the comments. Let those words carry your energy into the world. But here is what I need you to hold tightly. His fear is not your fault. His walls are not your burden to carry. His inability to open up does not reflect a single thing about your value. You caused none of this. You did not love incorrectly. You did not feel too deeply. You made no error by letting your heart stay open to him. The way you love is not the problem. The way you love is the miracle. It is the very force that reached him after everything else had failed to. You gave freely without keeping records. You stayed open when most people would have locked themselves away. You offered love without demanding receipts. That requires a depth of strength most people never develop. And one day he will comprehend that fully. The universe is guaranteeing it. What hides in the dark always moves toward light eventually. And the love you have been carrying in silence will not remain silent much longer. So please do not make yourself less. Do not dim what you carry to make his fear feel less confronting. Do not doubt your worth because he has not yet found the courage to use his voice. Your value has never been created by someone else finally recognizing it. You were completely worthy before he ever saw you. You are completely worthy right now. And you will remain completely worthy regardless of what he chooses to say or leave unsaid. The right man will never need you to shrink yourself to fit beside him. And when this man is truly ready, he will love the full brightness of you. He will not retreat from it. He will walk directly into it and feel profoundly grateful that it found him. But there is one more layer to this complication, and the universe wants you to understand it clearly. It is not only his past holding him back. He looks at his present life and believes he is simply not ready. Not ready for the depth of love he knows you deserve. He tells himself he needs to be more stable, more certain, more accomplished, more complete, before he has any right to stand beside you without the crushing sense that he falls short. In his own way, he thinks withholding himself is actually a form of protecting you. He does not want to arrive broken when he knows you deserve someone whole. He does not want to offer you half of himself when he understands that you deserve everything. This is not about status or finances. This is about how he views himself when he is completely honest. He wants to feel genuinely deserving of you. He wants to feel worthy of the kind of love you carry so naturally. But the universe does not pause its plans waiting for people to feel ready. It moves when alignment is correct, and alignment is getting very close. But here is the truth he has not grasped yet. Nobody is ever completely ready. Nobody enters a real love with every wound healed and every fear resolved. That is simply not how love operates. Love is not a prize handed to people who have finally fixed themselves. Love is the very medicine that helps the fixing happen. Love is what two people build together while they are still becoming who they are meant to be. His belief that he is not enough has already cost both of you irreplaceable time. It has delayed something genuinely significant. It has held apart two hearts the universe always intended to be near each other, but while he convinces himself he is not prepared, you have already demonstrated something he has not fully registered. You never required him to be flawless. You never needed him to have every answer or every piece in place. You only needed him to show up, to be honest, to genuinely try. You were never searching for a finished man. You were searching for a real one, a man committed enough to keep growing, a man who respects you enough to be truthful with himself and with you. That was never an unreasonable thing to want. And you were never wrong for wanting it. But that belief of his is beginning to fracture. Something internal is beginning to move. The universe is working directly on his heart. Even as you receive these words right now, please take a slow breath. Let that truth actually settle into your body. He is not lost to you. He is finding his way back. And he is not finding it alone. The divine is guiding every step. Even in the moments when he believes he is navigating by himself, something far greater is redirecting him, back toward where he belongs, back toward you. Now I need to reveal the final layer, because the complication carries one more piece, and this is the part generating the most confusion between you. He is not confused about how he feels. He knows exactly what he feels. He has known for a very long time. What confuses him is what he is supposed to do with feelings this large. He has thought about telling you more times than you could ever count. He drafted messages he never sent. He reached for his phone in the middle of the night and placed it back down. He typed your name and stared at those letters, and then closed everything without sending a single word. He has constructed entire imaginary conversations with you that never existed outside his mind. He has rehearsed the words silently and then swallowed them whole because something inside him kept whispering, "Not yet." There are mornings when he opens his eyes and you are there before anything else, before the day has fully begun, before the noise has had a chance to crowd in. There you are, quiet and constant and impossible to shake. He wonders what your day looks like. He wonders if you think of him at all. He wonders whether you have already found your way forward without him. He wonders if someone else is making you laugh the way he used to. That thought creates a tightness in him he cannot explain away. Not because he has earned the right to feel it. He knows he has not. But the heart refuses to follow logic. It simply feels what it feels. And his heart still carries you. This is not the behavior of someone indifferent. This is how a man moves when his feelings are so significant that he is paralyzed by the fear of handling them incorrectly. He does not want to reach out prematurely and ruin everything that could still be beautiful between you. He does not want to open his mouth and say something inadequate about something that means absolutely everything. His silence is not rejection. His distance is not disinterest. His hesitation is not evidence that you are unimportant to him. It is evidence that you are the most important thing he has no idea how to hold without breaking. If you trust the unfolding of your own story, type divine timing in the comments. Trust that what genuinely belongs to you is always finding its way back. I need you to truly understand how much this man is carrying right now, because what he allows the world to witness is not what is actually happening inside. He moves through his days and everything circles back to you. A location you once shared, a phrase you used to say, a scent that resurrects a feeling he genuinely believed he had released. He works to push it all down. He tries to stay in motion, but the heart never fully forgets what the mind has tried so hard to erase. There are moments when he is surrounded by people and he feels a loneliness that cuts right through everything because no one around him knows him the way you do. No one sees past his surface the way you always could. No one quiets the noise inside him the way your presence once did. He has attempted to fill the space that belongs to you. He has tried staying occupied. He has tried reasoning his way into believing the feelings will eventually fade. They do not fade. They grow louder with every passing day. Every single day they grow louder, but while his absence from you grows louder, your inner peace grows deeper, and that contrast is not minor, that contrast is sacred. You built a stillness inside yourself that nobody handed you. You created it yourself, through every sleepless night, through every unanswered question, through every moment you chose to honor yourself when falling apart would have been so much easier. That peace is entirely yours, and nothing he does or does not choose can ever reach inside and take it from you. The universe made certain of that. And late at night, when there are no more distractions available to hide behind, he confronts the truth he runs from all day long. He loves you. He has always loved you. The only barrier standing between him and you is himself. That is perhaps the most unbearable truth any person can face, that the obstacle is not external, it is internal. It is the fear he refuses to release. It is the story he keeps repeating about not being ready, about not being enough, about not deserving something this pure and this good. But those stories are disintegrating piece by piece, night by quiet night. Because love has no interest in stories, love only follows truth. And the truth living between you and this man is too powerful to stay concealed for much longer. Now I want to share with you something the universe has specifically been waiting to say, because this message was never only about him, it was always equally about you. While he has been at war with his own fear, something extraordinary has been quietly happening inside you. You have been growing, steadily, powerfully, in ways your own eyes may not have fully registered yet. The ache of waiting has not defeated you, it has defined you. Every night you questioned whether love would ever actually reach you. You were becoming someone stronger. Every time you made the choice to keep your heart open when shutting it would have been infinitely easier, you were becoming someone braver. Every moment you refused to accept less than what your heart knows it deserves, you were becoming the woman capable of holding a love this real. You did not simply endure the waiting, you were transformed by it. And that is not a capacity that everyone possesses. You are genuinely not the same person you were a year ago. Your peace has a different quality now. Your strength has a different foundation. The way you carry yourself through the world has shifted in ways that matter deeply. And he can sense it. Even across the distance he feels the change radiating from you. You stopped performing for his attention. You stopped justifying why you are worth someone's time. You stopped pouring yourself into spaces that gave nothing back and hoping volume alone would eventually fill them. You stopped making yourself into something smaller so that someone else could feel adequately large. And that transformation did not arrive easily or overnight. It arrived through pain, through long stretches of loneliness, through mornings when getting up felt impossible but you got up regardless. Through nights when you wept and then washed your face and continued forward anyway. That is not ordinary strength. That is the kind of strength this man has genuinely never encountered in anyone. And it is one of the most significant reasons he cannot stop thinking about you. And that transformation is part of what keeps pulling him toward you. Because the most powerful force in this universe is not pressure or pursuit. It is peace. When you stop chasing and simply rest inside the truth of who you are, something fundamental shifts in the energy around you. People register it without knowing how. He registers it, and it draws him forward without you needing to do a single thing to make it happen. Here is what the universe wants you to understand about what is approaching. The walls are coming down, not dramatically, not in one defining moment, but gradually and quietly, the way genuine transformation always unfolds. He is beginning to calculate that the risk of losing you permanently outweighs the risk of being truly open. He is beginning to feel how hollow his life becomes without your warmth inside it. He is beginning to feel how hollow his life becomes without your warmth inside it. A shift is coming. You may feel it in the days just ahead. A warmth that arrives without clear origin. A dream that follows you after waking. A song that halts you completely in the middle of an ordinary moment. A number that keeps appearing wherever you look. A sign that carries the quiet, unmistakable feeling of the universe confirming something. These are not coincidences. They are not random noise. The universe does not produce accidents. These are communications. The space between you is narrowing. The universe has been sending him signs as well. Your name surfaces in places he never anticipated. Songs play that carry your memory directly to him. He dreams of you and wakes with his hand reaching toward something absent. Every sign is a nudge forward. Every dream is a door being held patiently open for one moment longer. But even the universe will not hold that door open without limit. A point comes when even the divine steps away and allows the choice to belong entirely to him. And he is nearly at that point. When he finally comes to you, it will not arrive wrapped in the same old confusion. It will not carry the same excuses or the same hesitation. It will feel fundamentally different this time. You will witness a man who looked directly at his fear and chose you in spite of it. A man who stopped waiting until he was perfect and decided that honesty was more valuable. A man whose words and actions have finally learned to travel together. A man who shows up not because the idea of losing you frightens him, but because he finally truly grasps what it means to have you in his life. There will be conversations that span hours and feel like mere minutes. There will be laughter that erases everything that accumulated before it. There will be a moment when his eyes meet yours, and you will see it there unmistakably. Not fear, not hesitation, only love, clear and unwavering and completely real. The kind that does not retreat, the kind that remains. He will speak things he has protected from every other person. He will offer you the parts of himself he kept behind the heaviest locks. And you will receive those parts with gentleness, because that has always been who you are. The safe place he was always too frightened to come home to. This is not a wish or a possibility. This is a path that has already been laid by something divine. Every delay was quietly preparing both of you. Every painful stretch was constructing something with the durability to last. The love you have been waiting for will not make you question your standing in it. It will not require you to guess or decode or beg for confirmation. It will be transparent. It will be consistent. It will feel like exhaling after holding your breath for far too long. It will feel like returning somewhere you always belonged. It will carry the unmistakable quality of something you always sensed was coming but could never quite touch until right now. Every moment of waiting will find its meaning in that instant. Every sleepless night full of questions will feel like preparation rather than punishment. Every doubt you carried will dissolve the moment he looks directly at you and finally speaks what his heart has been holding this entire time. You will not have to wonder anymore. The wondering will simply be over, and it will feel like the most effortless and natural arrival in the world. But I need to say this clearly too, because the universe always speaks the complete truth. You do not need to hold your life in suspension waiting for him to find his clarity. Your happiness was never his to schedule. Your peace does not go on pause simply because he has not yet figured himself out. You are already complete exactly as you are. You are already fully enough. You are already completely worthy of every beautiful thing your heart has quietly hoped for. When he does reach out, your heart will recognize the right response without needing to think. You will be able to feel whether his words are genuinely rooted in truth. You will know without hesitation the difference between a man who is afraid of losing you and a man who has actually become ready to love you. Those two things are not interchangeable. And you understand that now in your bones you can carry love for someone and still protect the peace you fought to build. You can hold space open for someone and still keep walking your own path forward. That is not a lack of compassion. That is the full expression of wisdom. If this message is vibrating inside you right now, type signal received in the comments. You do not have to announce it loudly. Simply let your spirit acknowledge that you heard what the universe came to say. Do not pursue him. Do not diminish yourself. Do not explain your worth to someone who has not yet done the work to understand it. Keep being precisely who you are. Keep shining exactly the way you shine. Keep moving forward with the quiet certainty of someone who knows without question that what is genuinely meant for her can never be redirected around her. Pray for him even if he remains completely unaware of it. Your prayers carry a reach that words never will. Ask the universe to release his fear. Ask the divine to replace his hesitation with genuine courage. Not because he has necessarily earned your prayers, but because your heart is simply large enough to love someone even while standing at a distance from them. That is your nature. and it is precisely why this particular connection is sacred. Do not allow anxiety to dismantle what faith is carefully assembling. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is grow still and surrender to trust, and simply know that movement is happening in realms your eyes cannot access yet. The spiritual world is actively working on your behalf. Forces beyond what is visible are softening his heart, healing wounds that predate you, and opening his eyes to what has been standing directly in front of him all along. The timing is not broken, the connection has not been lost, the love has not gone anywhere. Everything is in motion, everything is aligning exactly as it should be, and you will see the tangible proof of it soon. The universe is not uncertain about your story. Every prayer you offered has been received. Every tear you released in the moments you felt most alone was witnessed completely. Every night you asked the darkness whether real love would ever actually find you received an answer. The answer is